Hey, it's me, Tim, and welcome to my 9th annual Boycott Black Friday video. Crazy, right? So if you're not familiar with this series, every year on Black Friday, which is here in the US, it's the day after Thanksgiving when the holiday shopping season begins, I try to put out this sort of gentle reminder to people that, maybe we don't need to buy as much junk as we are buying, and maybe you can make your own gifts or, find some way to support your local community instead of just buying these random, objects du jour that are trendy at the time. Now, I'm not saying we all have to live in a yurt down by the river, but we can all do a little bit to use a little bit less. And I think this year that concept is maybe on more minds than usual because of some of the global supply chain issues that are happening right now. That's all over the news. So that's the soapbox I climb up on every year for this series. And I invite you to go back and look. I have a bunch of different sort of silly and some good and some very complicated and some very easy build ideas to encourage people to make their own gifts. And I do these videos over on the Vector channel too. This is my second year of doing them over there. But the one that I'm doing here on this channel this year is a little bit different. And I feel a little bit funny about it because I'm actually going to have something that I'm going to try to sell to you. And I didn't like that idea. So I wanted to sort of preface here at the top that you don't have to buy this thing that we're going to talk about in a minute to do this yourself. You can just sort of look at the pictures and figure this out. But if you do want to buy it, I'm going to donate 100% of the profits from the sales for the rest of the year to a charity. We'll get to that in a minute. But so what I want to focus on this year is paper. I did videos years ago where I talked about sort of using recycled paper and whatnot. So you're saying to yourself, well, Tim, paper, that's recyclable. Like, who cares, right? You can just recycle it. Well, sure. But recycling, requires effort. It requires machinery. It requires carbon and all that stuff. They talk about the 3 R's, the reduce, reuse, recycle. They're in that order for a reason. The first thing we want to do is we want to reduce our consumption. Second thing we want to do is we want to try to reuse the things that we consume as much as possible before they end up going to that 3rd R, recycling. A lot of people comment in my videos, they see me using this old computer paper. Like, I found stacks of this stuff. This is like not even half of it. So there's things like that. There's all these types of paper that we can find that is just, out in the ether, looking to be used instead of us buying new paper. Be a little bit, open-minded and creative about what you find. I actually found reams and reams of paper in a dumpster at a local, it was actually a non-profit dumpster, believe it or not, of just brand new colored paper, sort of this this pink color, like 10 years ago. We're still working our way through it. If you've ever bought something from one of my online stores, you've probably wondered to yourself why the printed label on that package was on colored paper. And that's why when I print those labels out to ship, that I am using only half the piece of paper for the label. And so one of the things that I like to do is cut that paper. I usually use my square and just rip it to cut that label, and then I save the second half of the piece of paper, the larger half. All those smaller pieces I put in the recycling. We use that for just writing notes around the house. Like, you don't need to buy a notepad. In this way, I don't feel guilty about it when I'm then recycling that paper because it got another use. It didn't just go straight to the recycling bin, But so the first thing I want to show you in this video, this fun little idea, is to actually make a little bit more of a professional looking sort of little notebook for leaving notes like this. Let's jump to that. Like I said, I normally would use the other halves of my shipping labels to do this type of thing, and I have in the past, but I didn't have any of that with me at the workshop because I do my shipping from home. So I just grabbed a couple pieces of that computer paper I had, and I sort of cut it down to the basic size that I wanted, which was about 2 inches by 5 inches. And that way the 5-inch half gets folded in half to make each page about 2 by 2.5 inches. And then I cut a piece of just cereal box cardboard to the same size. And with just a regular stapler, I was able to reach the center and put a couple staples in it and a little bit of weight to sort of help crush it down. And voila, that's done. And then I also just added a stamp. You could, write on it or make a custom stamp. I just used one of my guinea pig tank stamps because I had it handy. And it's just a nice, simple little way to keep your notes organized and not just on little loose scraps of paper. You could make a nice little gift too. $0 spent. All recyclable materials. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is really about is my friend Gary Fuji. He goes by the handle Garage Monkey-san on Instagram. Go check him out there. And he's on YouTube and stuff too. I'll leave all the links. A few months ago, I was on vacation and I was scrolling through my Instagram feed and I saw Gary had made this, he had, from one of those metal cutting services, made this metal plate that he wanted to put it on his calendars so he could cut the shape out of this shape and make envelopes out of his calendars. And I loved the idea because it was a way of using this art and this paper. But the thing I didn't like about it was that it was to make these big envelopes, that you needed a pretty big piece of paper, something like this size for it to work. And so I wrote back and forth, and Gary and I talked about it a little bit, and we came up with this idea to do it where you could just make envelopes and then stationery out of a single 8.5 by 11 piece of paper using this template. And so I named it after Gary. It's called the Fuji Upcycling card making system. It's got some basic instructions on it, but I'm going to show you how it works here. I'll show you some examples. You can do some fun and creative things, like here's kind of a boring one. The only magazines I had to mess around with were these Ranger Rick magazines, but this card is great. Look at that. I got a whole stack of them. Here's a gorilla. Gorilla themed card. Here's a cat themed one. Unfortunately, the cat's head got cut off on this one. But you know, it's another great card. All using recyclable paper, all using things that you're not going to use. You can also just do colored paper. So basically, you could kind of never buy stationery again. It's like, well, you can't mail those, can you? Heck yeah, you can mail them. I mailed one to myself, no problem. Let's talk about how they're made now. Okay, to use the Fuji Upcycling card making system, this is really all you need is this template, an X-Acto knife, a pen, and a glue stick. It also comes in handy to have a ruler of some sort, but you don't need it, and a little bit of spray glue kind of comes in handy too. And then of course you need your recycled paper. So today, like I said, we're using all these Ranger Rick magazines and some schoolwork. The schoolwork on this side is blank. The basic idea is simple. You use, with the lettering up, the template on the piece of paper. To make your envelope, you simply cut the exterior shape of this template. Then using your pen, there are these 4 lines on the outside that you can mark. And those are your fold lines. You can just use the template to fold on those lines, but it is a little bit thick for that, so that's where using a ruler might be a little bit easier. Your card is a little more complicated. Now, it doesn't have to be. You don't even have to use this template. You can see that I have 2 dots here at the top that are a little bit over 6 inches, and then I have 2 at the bottom. And the ones from the top to the bottom are a little bit over 9 inches. So basically what you need to do is you need to make like a 6 by 9 piece of paper, which you then fold in half, and it becomes like 4.5 by 6, so it's like a 4 by 6, whatever. So you could just cut paper like that, but if you don't want to do that, or you want to say, you know, pick out a specific location of a larger piece of paper to get a certain image on there, this template comes in handy. I just created these 4 dots, so you can just mark the dots and then connect them. You could connect them with a ruler, right? Whatever, but I also wanted to make this as simple and, you know, multi-use as possible, so I have these lines that are just cutting guides. So you can use these lines to just connect the 2 dots in the corners and just cut right along the line. Here's the other cutting guide, and they're all marked, and there are instructions printed on the template. You use this other cutting guide, find the 2 dots that you drew, get them both in the corners, and you're gonna have a nice right angle here. That's it. Well, let's just make some, and I'll show you. It almost takes longer to explain it than to just do it, as you can see. But so it's pretty simple. I just picked some homework and some magazine pages. Now, the interesting thing about magazines, some of them are very thick, really high quality paper, and then sometimes, especially on inner pages, they're a little bit thinner. So I found with the thinner pages, if I just use a little bit of spray adhesive and glued them to that homework, again, all recyclable paper, it gives me like a really nice like cardstock type of piece of paper to make my card with. And then, you know, you would think that the covers and maybe some of the higher quality pieces of paper in the magazine would be good for the envelopes, and if not, if you like the interior pages, you can just make the envelopes by gluing these 2 pieces of paper together too. I really like that. After making a whole bunch of these, I kind of think that that's probably the best way, but with the really thick magazine paper like this piece here, it might be too thick, so you know, just cut it all by itself. You can see it's really not hard to do at all. I'll slow it down a little bit here so you can see better what I'm doing. Just putting a little bit of that glue stick on the bottom piece. I fold the little skinny inside tabs closed first, glue that piece on top, and then I just fold over my lip. And then after my card is in, I could use that same glue to just glue that closed, or use a piece of tape or whatever. That's it. Stepping out of the timeline a little, here's a card that I just made for my wife, whose birthday is in October. So you see there's this, and then Hallmark can't make a card that good. So what's the deal with this? So you've seen this video. You could probably pretty much figure out how to make something like this your own. But I do think that this product is kind of a cool thing to have in your toolkit, especially if you're someone that likes to write cards and you like to maybe craft and do that type of stuff. So I'm adding it to my squaretools.com website. It is available there right now. All the profits of all the sales made on this tool for the rest of the year, the rest of 2021, will go to Reuse Hawaii, a nonprofit in Hawaii that is, working to protect the environment there. Gary lives in Hawaii, so that's a nonprofit that's near and dear to him, and I want to thank him for doing this project with me. Now, after the year is up, I will continue to give portions of the proceeds from this sale to that organization indefinitely, but I will take a couple bucks off for my time and electricity and stuff. So right now, anything that is purchased through the end of the year, after buying the plexiglass and mailing it, every red cent is going to go right to Reuse Hawaii. I just felt like this is the right way to do it, Well, I've been having a ton of fun making cards out of just these couple Ranger Ricks that I had. I can only imagine how awesome they would be if I were using like a Time or Life magazine, something with like really nice photos, maybe a music magazine. The sky's the limit, or cutting up those old calendars. And what I love about these is that this is all stuff that was destined for recycling, and it is now not. It is now becoming something special and useful. I will never buy another card again. I don't see any reason to when I can do this and I can mail them all over the world. And they're wicked fun and hopefully inspiring, Obviously, we all need to consume stuff, and none of us are going to be perfect. But we can all just do a little bit better, can't we? I know I can, and this is just one way that maybe you can too. So, thank you all very much. Please be good. Have a happy and safe holiday season, and I appreciate you being here with me. Bye.